Hi everybody, Bohush here speaking for Fotodioxpro.com, and in this video we're going to unbox the Sharkcage for the NX1 camera by Samsung. The Sharkcage is a line of camera cages that we've got here at Fotodiox, and what makes them interesting is that they are custom made for each camera. The Sharkcage comes in your choice of either a black or a silver finish. The Samsung NX1 is a little 4K powerhouse, great for shooting 4K video, and it's really tiny. The problem is you can't really attach any accessories to it. There's only one place, which is the hot shoe on top there. So we give you a cage that hugs the profile of the camera, gives you an additional handle, which is nice for helping you keep the camera even steadier. These are mostly used by videographers, but a lot of photographers use them as well because we give you dozens of places to attach microphones, lights, any kind of accessory you can imagine. So let's check out what the Sharkcage looks like right here, because it comes in a comprehensive kit. Not only do you get the core piece, but there's also a rod system that snaps on the bottom. So if you're using big long lenses or more accessories, you can do a lot of the things you can do with a giant shoulder rig, but still keep the small size of the camera intact. Here's the attractive carrying case, the attractive foam. Inside we give you a little HDMI cable. You get, this is the main piece right here. It's got a leather strap there. I'm going to show you how to mount all that stuff. There's also the top handle, which you can bolt on. The reason why you can bolt it on is you can face it any which way. Face it backwards, face it forwards. Like if you have a really long lens on there, that can be a handy way to carry this guy. That's the core for the rod system. You get a pair of 12-inch rods. You also get a shark bite, which is our little wrench for these thumb screws. Sometimes these can be hard to really crank down. Now you can do it with a shark bite wrench, which also has a bottle opener on the end for the end of the shooting day, of course. And then there's a little bag of screws and little doodads and whatsits. Let's move this out of the way. First thing we're going to want to do is remove this guy down here. This is actually an Arca Swiss plate. So if you have a tripod that has the Arca Swiss system on it, you can mount your camera like so. But we're going to remove it using the included Allen key, because underneath here is where we mount the screw that attaches the camera. And see, this is where you can see that the camera just slots in very neatly. Again, does not add much to the size of the camera at all. Just drop that screw in there like so. So we can either leave it this way if you're mounting on a conventional tripod, or if you've got an Arca Swiss tripod, you can put this guy right back in. This is also how we mount the rods on later, so I'm going to want to put this guy back on. Okay, like so. So this wrist strap is an option. You can use it or not use it. I'm choosing to use it. There you go. See, the nice thing here is we disconnect that guy, and you can actually secure this around your wrist. And that's like a nice, mega secure way to keep the camera on. You got your second handle there. And now you're ready to run and gun. And as you can see, you've got 8 1/4-20 attachment points on the top. Got a whole mess of them down on the bottom. Couple on the front. Plus, and this is critical, this part is called a cable pinch. The idea here is that when you plug cables in the side, they're vulnerable to getting pulled out, like during your shoot. So what the cable pinch does is it lets you use these nylon screws to kind of pinch the head of each cable and keep it secure to the body of the Sharkcage. So nobody's going to be able to pull those things out. They're not going to creep out and get loose on you while you're doing your shoot. You're able to pop them in there and secure them. So let me show you how to use the cable pinch right now. First, you want to take this assembly off. See, we're kind of in close quarters here, so you're able to remove this to make it a lot easier to work with. So the first time you use this, what would be smart for you to do is in the little bag of screws, you'll find 4 little headless screws. They just look like a little screw thread, but there is a screwdriver, a little screwdriver that comes with the kit, and it fits in the top of the headless screw. So just fly these in there, because you're going to want to use these in just a minute. Okay, so I've screwed these guys in pretty far. Once you've got them in there, you don't have to ever do this again, although you may want to make adjustments depending on the thickness of the cables you're using. And what we're going to do is plug in this HDMI cable. Now, this is included with the kit. It's got micro HDMI on one end, female regular HDMI on the other end. I hate micro HDMI. These cables are kind of hard to find, so we include one in the kit so you can get started right away. As soon as you open your Sharkcage, you can connect this to your monitor. So let's make sure the doors are open. I'm going to fit this in. There are guide pins to make sure you put it in correctly, right? And then we can re-secure with the brass screws. And now I'm just going to plug in the HDMI cord. See, the nice thing is this keeps those doors open too. Not only does it protect them from getting broken off in the comings and goings of a typical shoot, but it keeps them propped open so that you don't have to worry about them shutting on you while you're trying to get a cable in there. Like so. And now we take one of these nylon screws, the ones that have the head on them. We're going to screw this until it's pinched in. You may need to readjust that little back headless screw, but that's it. Don't do this. But that's just to show you how firmly the cable pinch is holding that cable in place. You can do that with your other cables too, your USB, your microphone cable, anything you want, just pinch it in nice and secure. Alrighty. So now let's add the top handle. You heard me talking about this at the top of the video. It's positionable, which makes it kind of versatile. It's more than just a handle. So we can mount it facing backwards like this. As I said before, great for if the camera is very heavy, especially kind of front heavy, you might want to mount it this way. But let's mount it kind of the conventional way, and you can position it wherever you'd like. Like if I do it like so, it's helping me, it's sort of in line with the weight of the lens. So let's just mount this guy thusly. You've got your two screws, Allen head screws that came in the kit. Just kind of start those. Then use the Allen key to send them home. I probably don't have to tell you to make sure to secure these pretty tight, because you're going to be carrying your whole camera on this guy. Like so, okay? Let's keep going. We've got this cold shoe on the front. Let's attach our first accessory, an Aputure D2 V-mic. We're going to slide that into the cold shoe. Okay, now this guy has a right angle plug. So this is a case where if this cable pinch were permanently attached, we wouldn't be able to get it in there. It's too difficult to manipulate. So we'll loosen this up so we can sort of work around the HDMI, loosen up the cable pinch, and that way we can kind of navigate the cable where we need it to go, like so, and plug it in. And I'll put the cable pinch right back on. And don't forget to secure up your HDMI cable. So you see, one of the priorities in designing the Sharkcage is to not make you disassemble the whole thing when you change your mind or when you're changing your setup. We wanted to make it easy, like in this case, just loosen this up, plug your microphone right in there, and you're cable pinching again with the best of them. Okay, let's attach the rod system. You've got these two rods included in the kit, and this block is what holds them together. Now there are two things you adjust in order to be able to slide this rod system on. It just kind of slides on the Arca Swiss plate this way, and you've got a spring-loaded button to lock it on and off, and then you tighten it on with that guy. So let's make sure that's loose by a couple twists. Mount it on. Tighten up. I'm just finger tightening. Okay, there we go. If I wanted to really crank on it, because I'm going to have like a lot of weight on this setup, use the wrench to send it home. There's also an Allen key in the middle, so you could use this too if you wanted. But if you have the choice to secure your rig with a little aluminum fish, it's pretty clear what you're going to do. Anyway, for the rods, just loosen these screws and slide them through thusly. And you can decide if you're going to be using an extra long, super telephoto lens or a big lens, go all the way out. You might want to go like so because you're going to add accessories on the back as well. However you want. So, with everything that comes in the box, microphone not included, you've got a really nice complete system for attaching a bunch of stuff to the NX1. Big lenses, extra monitors, all that kind of stuff. And it all is easy to configure exactly the way you want it, and it's easy to change too. Like, let's say during your shooting day you don't need the rods anymore. Just loosen this up, hit the button, rods are gone. You're ready to go again. So here's an example of how fully kitted out you can get your NX1 using the Sharkcage as the core. Of course, you see the Sharkcage right here in the middle. We were hand holding this before. We've got the cable pinch going, running a cable back here to the monitor. We're able to use the rod system not just to support the monitor, but also to help us with a follow focus for this big long lens. We could also use an optional lens yoke to hold up a big long lens. Plus at the top, we've got the handle, which is not only good for handle duties, but there's a cold shoe on the front so you can mount, like we have, this microphone right here. So you get all the versatility of a much larger rig system, but look, this is actually fairly compact, and you still get all of that versatility and all the accessories, everything to your heart's content with the Sharkcage. Thanks for watching this video all about the Sharkcage for the Samsung NX1 camera. If you'd like to make one your very own, just click on the link down below this video. You'll be taken to a catalog page with all the details in a place, yes, where you can click and buy one for yourself. Also, don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel by clicking right here. You'll get more product preview videos and how-to videos and unboxing videos just like this one. My name's Bahush. Thanks for watching.